Well, this crowd is ready, better than 19,000, and they're on their feet for the opening tip. Garnett and O'Neal controlled by Sam Cassell of the T-Wolves. He is picked up by Gary Payton. Sam Cassell has been playing hurt, bad back, bad hip, but he has been hanging in, had a strong game the other night despite the injuries. Sprewell using the pick. Rebounded by O'Neal.
And he gets it up over the outstretched arms of Shaquille O'Neal. But one of the very few times you see Los Angeles as aggressive defensively, trapping the pick and roll.
And Kobe's really going to be roaming to be the guy to come over and help. So he's going to be the guy helping from the weak side.
Bryant. Nice ball movement. Sets it up for Payton. Not able to hit the three. O'Neal. It counts. And the foul.
Well, you just see the overwhelming power of Shaquille O'Neal. He gets the rebound. Irvin Johnson is trying to foul him, so he cannot get the ball up at the basket. But watch the power of Shaq as he goes up. These are the kind of baskets that you want to take away from Shaq. Actually pulls him by the jersey, pulling him away.
Lakers average just over 11 points per game on fast breaks for the season, but if they can get Shaq down in the paint, in the middle with a defender on his back, the ball must go to him every time. And then you see the quick foul. They have 24 fouls to give up from the 4 guys who will wind up playing Shaquille O'Neal tonight.
The one risk you run, though, when you start taking early fouls, you get in the penalty early. And this is what you're going to see tonight, Mike. You talked about this in your open. These are the 4 guys, the 24 fouls that you're going to have against Shaq. And we talked to Flip Saunders before the game. He said, interestingly enough, Mark Madsen probably did the best job on Shaq with his quickness, circling him, getting into his body, even though he's the smallest. And he knows Shaq so well because he was on the second unit that played against Shaq every day in practice when he was on the Lakers.
And Doug, a Michael Olowokandi sighting. Minnesota leads by 6.
Suddenly it makes Kevin McHale look pretty good in his decisions way back in the offseason when he decided to make some changes.
So, Song, what have you done for me lately?
Well, you know, people talk about all the changes by the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Payton able to knock down a 3.
Well, one thing Minnesota has always been able to do the last 3 to 4 seasons is make shots from the outside. It's been their offensive execution and their ability to shoot the basketball that has helped them win this number of games.
And they usually don't turn the ball over.
O'Neal getting down deep.
And the reason Fox is in the game, Phil Jackson said he wants him to play against Wally Serbiak. He wants him to use his body and his strength and try to frustrate him.
Cassell, look out. Oh, Medvedenko was spun into his teammate, Fox.
Shaq just moved his arm and like 4 bodies flew out of there.
Slava's back on the floor after being lifted. Foul is called on Madsen.
You get caught in this scrum inside with Shaq, and I mean, those are big men in there, and they're flying around like pinballs. And Shaq is just didn't even jump and didn't move with all that contact. That's how powerful he is.
Shaq saying, I had nothing to do with that. Fisher, oh, for O'Neal.
When that ball goes in the corner in the triangle, you cannot let Shaq roll to the basket. That's exactly what he wants to do, and he has a great read with Fisher on that play.
10 points for Shaquille O'Neal. Beautiful lob. Well, 9 turnovers. Although the Lakers have not been able to take advantage. They've scored only 2 points on the 9 turnovers, but that's a bad sign for Minnesota. Nice ball movement by the Lakers, and Medvedenko with his first field goal.
That's a different type of shot than he took the first time, and that's what Phil Jackson yanked it because he took a hurried, quick shot, forced it. That one he stepped into, it was a good shot.
5 minutes to play, first half. Lakers 35, T-Wolves 32. And a big first half for Shaquille O'Neal. Here's Shaq with the drop step. Shaq on the rebound, making 14 points, 6 rebounds.
He was giving advice to Gary Payton from behind the bench on how, I'm assuming, how he wanted to play against Cassell in these pick-and-roll situations. And Payton was a listener.
Crowd looking for a reach-in on the Lakers. Here's Cassell from downtown. Good hands by Olowokandi. Cassell for Olowokandi, rejected by O'Neal. And Karl Malone able to get inside. So he is now 4 of 8 after the slow start he's come on. Malone with 8 points.
In that zone, you want to keep a body on Shaq all the time.
Here's Miller. O'Neal got a piece of it.
No finger rolls against Shaq.
Minute and a half gone by in the third, so Phil Jackson taking that early timeout. Looked to be upset with Devin George. O'Neal with the rebound. A shot on the follow.
Doug, I know you already talked about the X factor tonight. I'm going to give you another X factor, okay? Devin George, where is he? Because he just can't have big games every so often, every fourth or fifth game. They need him to be somewhat productive.
Sprewell again from downtown.
Well, remember now, he's from this area. He went to college. You wonder if it's a distraction that he's playing here. He could have a lot of family here, a lot of tickets. You never know the things that a guy goes through to get himself prepared for a game.
Devin George started slowly in the series against San Antonio, then came on strong. Game 5 had that career playoff high, 16 points. George getting it down low to O'Neal.
One of the things the Lakers have done the last couple possessions is they've gone inside to Shaq. He's got an offensive rebound score, a jump hook and score. They want to play inside out and then shoot the basketball.
Rick Fox has come on for Devin George. Fox played a couple of minutes in the first half. Here is Bryant. Yes. A good-looking jumper by Kobe Bryant, who has 11. And back comes Fisher.
I think this is the Lakers' best lineup when you slide Kobe down to the small forward and have Fisher and Payton on the floor with Malone and Shaq.
O'Neal with the drop step. A very strong performance for Shaquille O'Neal. Third foul on Olowokandi. Devin George has checked back in, as has Gary Payton. O'Neal kept alive by Malone. And once again, they feed it down low, and Shaq serves up a facial on Olowokandi. So Shaq to the line. He's 5 of 7, which is excellent shooting for Shaq. Tomorrow night on ESPN, it's the Pistons and the Pacers. That's game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. And then Monday night on ESPN, game 2 of that series, coverage starting 8 o'clock Eastern time. How about Shaquille O'Neal, 7 of 9 from the foul line.
And Flip Saunders just shook his head. You know, the guy shoot 37% in the playoffs, 40 for 106 going into tonight. Makes the big ones tonight when they need it.